Today I'm back at the shop. I'm putting together the 488 rear swap for the C10. I got my axles, bearings, gear set, everything that I can think of. I'm going to be running back and forth to the farm using the press. There is other videos to watch if you're looking to build one for yourself. There's lots of good information out there. There's a good Ford PDF with all the specs and tolerances and everything that you should look at. But for today, if you're just following along, I'm going to be putting this together. And I'm going to start with putting the ring gear on the spool. Made this really quick. This can be to hold my pinion. Bolt onto the yoke like that, and then I can check the bearing drag or whatever you want to call it. So it's calling for a preload on new bearings, 16 to 28 inch-pounds. Got this little guy adapted to 1/2 inch. And I can check out my drag. I'm at about 20 inch-pounds. So I'm gonna go a little bit more because it's new bearings. I'm gonna do like 25 inch-pounds. Torque those down and check it out. Little on the loose side, so I'm gonna have to shim it accordingly. Take it apart. So I had to add to the left side and subtract from the right side, and they gave me varies the thicknesses of shims to use. So at the end of the day, you want to keep within spec on what the PDF tells you. That's what we're trying to do. Feels a lot tighter. Now it's too tight. What do we get? About 6 thousandths. We need to be in between 8 to 12, so I got it at 8 thou. I'm gonna call that good. Judging by the shims I have, I don't think I want to play with it anymore. Trying to get it a little looser, so on the drive side, it's closer to the heel, and on the coast side, it's closer to the toe. If you look on here, backlash is correct, thicker pinion position shim required. So I'm gonna have to take it apart, take the pinion off. That's why I did that setup bearing. I'll add a thicker shim, put it back in, double check the backlash. I'll probably have to adjust that again, and then we'll keep trying till I get it right. Really boring stuff, but so now I got the pinion shimmed out more, and I'm getting 12 thou. So that's the higher end of the spec, 8 to 12, and which is probably better being a little looser for what we're doing, drag racing, not putting a bunch of miles on it anyway. So get some paint and check it out, see what the patterns are. Okay, finally on final assembly. Got the new pinion seal there. The pinion bearing is pressed on. I'm just setting the drag right now, and then I can set up the gears again and test it one more time. Hopefully it's still good. It actually feels really nice. Still more yet. I make a tool for this, but I like using this for most of the way and then finish it off with the mallet. final assembly. I'm tight again, so hopefully all I got to do is just increase the backlash, and the pinion depth is still good. So after all that struggling, I'm in the middle on the drive side, and I got a good reading on the toe side. As far as I'm concerned, I think that'll be good. A 10 thou backlash, a decent reading. Time to put it back together. Time for the 35 spline axles. Don't forget to put these on. We'll get those on after. Ask me how I know. I just did that. Get all the way in there. Realize you forgot the retaining ring. Retaining plate. Goes right in like that. Perfect. To the other side. They fit right in there. So I just bolted up the disc brakes on this side. All I got to do is the other side, put the diff cover on, and that's about it on it for now. I do have some welding to do on it later. There'll be the leaf spring perches to put on and the shock mounts and little odds and ends, but I won't know until I get the rear end out of there. So that'll be it for now on that, I believe. And I do have some motor parts coming in. Cam and some valve seals, some LS9 head gaskets. We're gonna get into this 6 liter soon. My converter isn't here yet, but before we know it, we'll be slamming those two together and sliding this in here. So stay tuned, and probably on the next video, we'll be starting to tear down the motor.